So stick your space helmet on, buckle it up, fasten your seatbelt, and get yourself ready for the show, baby, because it's going to get wild. It's going to get crazy, man. Oh my God, baby. We have front row tickets to the most incredible show in the universe. You are one of the lead actors. Did you realize this? Did you know this? You have an opportunity to make change from the inside out. My question to you is this: are you going to take it? Are you going to seize this opportunity? We are the ground crew. We are the Galactic Titans from the stars that came here to enforce law and order on planet Earth. I love you with my heart, with my soul, with every fiber of my entire being. How are you feeling right now, beautiful soul? So, this shit is getting crazier. This planet, man. Oh, I didn't think that I would see some of the things that are unfolding in this worldly environment as I'm speaking to you right now. I mean, on one hand, it's pretty nuts. On the other hand, we are pretty blessed to be here to experience the show. And it really is a show. It really is a spectacle. It's like a movie. And we are the characters in the movie. And the beautiful thing about that is, because you're one of the characters in the movie, you get to change the movie. You get to alter the script. You get to change the narrative. You get to decide what happens in this real life movie that is playing out right now. Now, when it comes to movies, there's always a good guy and a bad guy. There's always dark and light. And this movie that we're living in right now is no different. You know how crazy it's been over these last few months. And it's getting crazier. I saw a crazy video of a woman in Australia, and she was walking down the street. She didn't have a mask on, and some policemen just grabbed her around the neck, put her up against the wall, and is just strangling her, wrestling her to the floor. She's just walking along. They've ended up detaining her and charging her for resisting arrest and not wearing a mask. I mean, this shit's just crazy. I mean, how divided can we be as a human species? Because this is pure division. You've got beautiful souls floating around this planet, just minding their own business, wanting to open their hearts and be happy. And you've got people that are like demons in physical bodies and just causing chaos and mayhem. Now, it seems crazy, but at the same time, it's our opportunity, okay? What I want to know from you is this. Are you going to rise to the challenge? Are you going to step up to the plate? And are you going to enforce your boundaries and say no? Or are you going to sit back and watch the show unfold? Because if you sit back and watch the show unfold, thinking other people are going to take care of it for you, you're just as bad as that copper that grabbed a woman around the neck for walking down the street without a mask on. This is one of those times that every single human being in history has got to step up to the plate. Because if every single human being on planet Earth doesn't step up to the plate, there's chinks in the armor. You've heard the old saying, you're only as good as the weakest link, or your team is only as strong as the weakest link. And if I'm going to battle, I want to know that every single man in my platoon, every single woman in my platoon is there right next to me and has my back. Because I'll tell you what, beautiful soul, if I saw you walking down the street and a copper grabbed you around the neck, I would be there to help you. Boom, just like that, because you're my sister or my brother. I wouldn't let any harm come to you. And if it did come to you, it's probably because there's 100 of them and just a few of us, and they overpowered us. But at the same time, I'm going to come and do everything I can to help my sisters and brothers. What we have to do as a human species is unify and come together in whatever capacity that means. The first thing that we've got to do is every single one of us has to be prepared. We have to work on our physical vessel. Okay, as we're moving through this time and space, we're getting huge downloads and energetic upgrades. And these energetic upgrades are changing us on a subatomic level, on an energetic level. And it's changing our physicality too. It's changing our biology. The mitochondria in our cells are starting to recognize light as nutrition and are starting to metabolize light as nutrition. Human photosynthesis is starting to occur. Huge upgrades are taking place. I'm in Romania at the moment. I went to a cave a couple of days back in a place called Shinkoveki. It's like a spaceship on the inside. There's a Merkaba on the wall, a picture of Jesus. There's some like stone, like big stones on the floor, and they're like operating tables. You lie down on them and you get psychic surgery. It just takes place. Beings come in, they operate on your pineal gland. This time they operate on my ankles and my knees and other parts of my body. I went into this little kind of room where they've got this Merkaba, and I stuck my head into this kind of bit that was carved out in the wall. And as soon as I did that, my consciousness got sucked through the wall into a waterfall. And I was in this waterfall, and the waterfall was cleansing my energy body. And then I came back out again, and I had 3 downloads of this electric blue light into the back of my neck. And then several other things happened. We're receiving these upgrades as we move through planet Earth, as we go about our days. Everybody is getting upgraded. Whether you experience it like I've just described or not, it doesn't matter. You are here on this earth plane, and you are an electromagnetic being. There's magnetic energies coming up from the earth, magnetic energies coming down from the sun. There's electromagnetic frequencies coming from the stars. We are getting bombarded with plasma energy, photonic, high vibrational waves of light, and they are upgrading our consciousness. Now, we are being prepared for what is coming, because what is coming is massive, okay, positive and negative. As we go through these next few months, okay, we're going to see a lot of chaos. Okay, we're going to see a lot of illusory stuff taking place that is designed to put us into fear. And what we've got to do is be steadfast. We've got to keep our hearts wide open. We've got to work on our physical bodies. We've got to keep our hearts wide open because we've got to send the love out into the cosmic fabric, okay? We've got to hold the space. Number 2, we've got to get our physical bodies in alignment with what is happening on an energetic level inside of us. Our soul, our spirit, our light body is being upgraded. And if our physical vessel isn't strong enough, we're going to malfunction, okay? It's going to be like sticking 2,000 volts into a device that can only take 100 volts. It's going to explode. It's going to blow up, okay? We have 45 miles of electrical wiring inside of our body, our nervous system. We are like biological computers, and if the hardware cannot handle the software, it's no good. We have to upgrade our physical body as well as our light body being naturally upgraded. So you've got to work in sync with this. So you've got to be doing the inner work. And as the chaos unfolds over the next few months, you're going to be in a stronger position. You're going to be vibrating at a higher frequency and able to handle what is thrown into our paths. Because we're going to see some crazy shit. Because coming up to the elections in America, the lower vibrational forces in this world are going to do everything in their power, everything that they can possibly muster to stop old POTUS being re-elected. Because I'm telling you now, if it wasn't for that man, we'd be in chains right now. And this world would be a different place. Now, we can't just rely on him. We can't rely on what is happening behind the scenes. We can't rely on our sisters and brothers from the stars. We are the ground crew. We are the galactic titans from the stars that came here to enforce law and order on planet Earth, whilst we're being supported by this network of positive allies from the stars, walking amongst us, working inside government buildings and banks and corporations from the inside out to dismantle things. But at the same time, as a human species, we got to take responsibility, get our shit together, and do what we need to do. We got to stand up. We've got to speak up. Do you know something, beautiful soul? Okay. If someone writes a letter to you and you don't respond, you're giving them consent. If you see something in a movie, which is where all the truth is told, the lies are told on the news, and the truth is told in the movies, because they have to tell us what's happening. That's cosmic law. That's universal law. This is how they get away with it. So we're all brainwashed and conditioned to think that what we see on the movie screens is just a movie. But what we see on the news is the truth. Remember, this whole world, this whole planet is inverted, baby. You know, it's inverted. You got to see the wood through the trees. You've got to look and see the illusion. You got to go beyond what you think. You've got to go beyond the teachings. You've got to go into your heart and feel, baby, because that's how you know. Stop believing, because belief systems are created inside your head. Knowing comes from your heart. Your heart is your life compass. It will not see you wrong, but you've got to listen to it. And the only way you can listen to it is if you open your ears and you go in here and you actually listen for a little while, instead of jumping around, bouncing around with all those thoughts inside that crazy, chaotic head of yours. So we've got to upgrade our bodies. We've got to upgrade our consciousness. We've got to expand our hearts. We've got to see the inversion. We've got to see and feel the truth. And we as the ground crew have got to make a stand. We got to come together as a human species. We've got to back each other up. We've got to support each other. We've got to say no to these draconian rules and regulations. If you don't speak up, if you don't voice your opinion, you are consenting to everything. Because when someone puts something out on a movie screen, when a government passes a legislation, and you keep quiet, you're consenting. And this is how they get away with it. So now is the time to speak up. Now is the time to voice your opinion. Now is the time for us to band together as sisters and brothers and rise like lionesses and lions and say no to the madness and yes to what we do want. Yes to freedom. Yes to sovereignty. Yes to love. Yes to compassion. And we've got to do this however it needs to happen. If we've got to stand and fight, we got to stand and fight. If we've got to speak up, we've got to speak up. However we have to band together and support each other, that's just what we've got to do. And over these next few months, you're going to see a lot of stuff, crazy stuff happen. And going into next year, what I've been feeling and what I've been downloading is that the world is going to go through a huge injection of waking the fuck up. And what is going to happen coming into January, February, March next year, the world is going to need a lot of healing. A lot of healing, baby. So the best thing that you can do right now is be the most powerful, high vibrational light that you can, and prepare yourself for next year. Because once next year comes, we're going to need millions of beacons all over the planet to hold space for all of those people that were asleep, that have been catapulted into a woke state. Because it's going to freak the fuck out of some of them. The information that they're going to be told and exposed to is going to be so far from the reality that they believed was real. It's just going to knock them for six. It's going to knock them out the park. And so we, as ones that are woke, star seeds here on planet Earth, working with beings from different planets and celestial beings, star systems, we as the ground crew are going to be the healers that hold space. And whether you think you're a healer or not, it doesn't matter. I'm telling you right now, beautiful soul, come next year, your frequency is going to be mission critical in the healing of the collective. So you've got to prepare right now. You cannot wait, and you cannot shirk your responsibility. You came from the stars to planet Earth right now to be in this space, to go through this process. just as I did, just as we all did. So stick your space helmet on, buckle it up, fasten your seatbelt, and get yourself ready for the show, baby, because it's going to get wild. It's going to get crazy, man. So, are you ready? Are you steady? Boom, let's go. Let's do this, okay? I can't make you do anything. You've got to make this choice yourself. But this is the best piece of advice that I could give you right now as your brother. Okay, as your brother, okay, as your brother, because I love you as my sister or brother. You're like one of my family, and if I saw you in the street, I'd give you a great big hug. Okay, we might not have ever met in the physical, but we will do one day. We're all going to come together once this madness is over. You'll see the world's going to start to become so connected. Anyway, beautiful soul, I love you so much. I love you beyond. I love you. There are no words for the love that I feel in my heart for you. So wherever you are on this planet, go out and hug your sisters and brothers. Hug them so tightly. And remember, never be the first to let go. No, no, no. Never be the first to let go. Love fiercely and ferociously. And remember, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, subscribe now. Hit the notifications tab so you can keep up to speed with all these latest videos. Get out and meditate, light language, qigong, breath work, shoes and socks off in nature, eating the fruits and the vegetables and those photon-drenched foods. Put the goodness into your system, chemically, electromagnetically, physically. Okay, drink loads of water. Love your water before you put it into your body, okay? Let's look after this physical vessel. You've only got one of them. No one's coming to replace it for you. So look after it. Cleanse it. It's the home of your soul. Anyway, I love you. I will see you again real soon. Remember to check out our website, starmagichealing.com. We got the best ascension tools on the planet. And I'll see you again real soon. One love, one heart, one human family. Peace out, beautiful soul. Infinity is the ultimate ascension toolkit. Your mind, body, and soul will be brought into perfect alignment.
Completely life-changing.
I wake up every single day excited to live my life.
I'm a better mother. I'm a better partner. I'm a better friend. I'm a better facilitator.
I've never experienced anything like this in my entire life.
It has raised my consciousness faster than anything I have ever done.
Things in my experience started to change.
I am manifesting much faster.
Seeing people with eyes of love rather than anger, it changed my life, and it continues to change my life.
Again and again, they just tap you into a place that you don't even know exists.
Freaking amazing meditations journeys, healing journeys.
Like the massive energies these meditations feed me.
There's hundreds of meditations in that library, one on almost every subject.
I lost 3 inches off my waist without even trying.
I have never experienced the kind of profound transformation in such a short time as I have with the Star Magic frequencies and meditations.
The amount of unconditional love that came through.
Also, I manifested $6,000.
What I did in 1 year was phenomenal.
I'm centered now, I'm happier.
If you want to be a high vibrational human, happy, full of joy, totally healthy, full of vibrancy and vitality, then Infinity is a must. You get 7 days free with unlimited access to make sure it's for you.
And once you go there, you just want to keep going there.
The Infinity Library is second to none, fantastic journeys.
But what it really did was open up centers of learning in me that I didn't know existed.
The way that people approach me and respond to me has changed.
7 months ago, and it's only been 7 months, and the changes that I've made within myself are unbelievable.
Really been able to look at myself in the mirror and truly deeply love what I see.
Your vibration will rise as you connect deeply. This is a one-stop shop for your healing and ascension requirements. See you on the inside, beautiful soul.